Hello again, Keith Loki back with episode 28 of the Colony. This is going to be a different video. It's going to be just a resupply mission to the base. I'm going to be sending over a little bit of random things, such as some lighting, maybe a mallet, and some survey stakes with a space plane. Something that I've not wanted to use very much, but I've been watching a few videos, looking through a few how-tos and all that, trying to figure out how to do this crap. And from one video, it gave me something similar to this design. I did add the little rocket motors, or atomic rocket motors on the side, though, because I want to have a little bit of I wanted to have a little bit of English, how do I say it, extra liquid fuel power, because this has a lot of extra liquid fuel, so I can use that instead of this engine, which it eats up fuel. Well, these, they're gonna be a lot weaker. Like let's actually check that out. Where are they? I always can never find the rapier. Like, it has, with liquid fuel and oxidizer, 162 thrust. In an atmosphere, it has a better engine ISP and a better max thrust, but with them using so much fuel, I would prefer to use these in vacuum, because they're like twice the ISP of the liquid fuel engine. Well, that I only have maybe a tenth of the thrust, but that tenth of the thrust could save my ass and get me back to Kerbin, in case this all goes horribly wrong. And if you've seen any of my other videos, like the ETT or engineering tech tree that I'm posting today, shit can go wrong pretty quickly for me. But back to what we're doing in this mission. I'm sending over some of these light pods so you can light up the base around it at night, and survey, and we'll send over 5 of those just to be safe, and a replacement screwdriver and wrench also to be safe. And we might as well send over a few EVA tanks, just so they have some EVA fuel. Oh, is this even adding weight to this thing? Oh yeah, it is. So, the delta V calculator is kind of having an aneurysm, so it's not going to be correct. And that's for those. We have these. And we're not going to be using release staging like we usually do, because it's not useful in this. But what else do we need? Do we need anything else? We'll give Jeb a guitar, just for shits and giggles. But this is the restock plane. It's not fully my design, but I've done a few tweaks, such as these engines and switching the nose cone. He used a ram intake, adjustable ramp intake radial, which only has 0.5 air intake. Well, I'm using the... got too many mods. Where is it? Oh, it's right beside it. The adjustable ramp intake front one, which has a lot more air intake. And they're both relatively the same. But let's begin. And launch. So we're just going to Minimus. We're gonna... Actually, I should really put at least 1 or 2 solar panels on that resupply ship. That's one thing I didn't do. It's because I didn't think I'd need them, but I always screw up. Because right now it has 200 fuel, or... shoot. The game crashed. Don't know why. Shouldn't be too long to reload it. But yeah, we're going to be going to Minimus. We're going to send down that little pod. It's going to resupply that base with just assorted parts. It's nothing really major. But if this one works out, then I'll be moving up to a Mark II variant that will allow me actually to bring actual parts, or actual modules, instead of doing the full-on rocket launches, which cost, lately it's been 400k, a single or an STO plane or space plane can bring it up at the fraction of the cost, which would be more viable in a non-sandbox gameplay. It's mainly just practice for engineering tech tree, which is going to be a beast on its own. It has, I don't know how many mods, but it alters the whole tech tree. I also have build or construction time on it, so it's going to be time for construction, so it's not like, oh, here's a craft, send it up. I'm most likely going to, sorry, the mic has fur on it. It's most likely going to be a lot more tedious. From the 2 episodes I recorded so far, it was pretty much, the first episode didn't go terribly. The second episode, the first third of it went fine. Then the rest of the video was me just pretty much screwing up. When I post that on Wednesday, I believe it will be, you'll see what I mean. It's kind of hilarious if you like watching someone fumble around. So back into this. And if we're lucky, it won't cause too many crashes, because I do have, this here only has under 2,000 parts, or mods. Well, oh shoot, I still need to put solar panels on it, screw it. We'll wait till we're right above the area we need to be, and then 200 power should be able to survive. Okay, one, no, that's switch. Okay, I don't think, close cycle, no. What's 2 do then? Okay, activate engine. But with this we should be fine, actually. As long as we don't have that issue I had last time I flew. For some reason it rolls off the runway. I'm not able to figure it out yet. There might be some weight issues or just something wrong with it. But as long as I catch it before, yeah, like this right here. And we're gonna have a few issues with that right now. Friggin' fur. Goddamn cats. Okay. So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. And as soon as we start swaying, we're gonna have to pull up. Probably around, like, I don't know how much thrust. Worst case scenario, we can just slowly thrust up till we get to near the end of the runway. Actually, I think I see the issue. No, that's not the issue. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and alter the plane because something's going on. What we're actually gonna do is pull these back, because even though his design asks for keeping it below the center of mass, but that's causing us issues. Meaning our fulcrum is too far forward, meaning we go like this, and what I want to do is bring that back so it's more the front goes up than the back. I think I have that right. I know fulcrum's the right word, but, or it could be lever, I don't know. It's been a long day. I spent a good portion of the day trying to model stuff for a mod I'm trying to work on in the Maya. No, I did that last night. I tried to use the Maya trial version for it, and I was trying to get the updated version, so it wasn't working, so I installed the older version, 2015, to install 2016, and it says it's installed when it's not installed, so I ended up just saying screw it, reinstalled 15, and the version I got was much older than the version I used to have. Come on. Okay, we're just gonna go off right here. Come on. There we go. But yeah, the version I had was relatively updated. Well, the version I reinstalled was less than optimal. This time I'm not going to forget to lower those damn landing legs. I forgot to do that in the last last attempt with this plane before I recorded, and it wasted a ton of delta V. But I forgot, or the one I installed was an older version, like much older. Like the graphics on all the pieces were weird and all that, and it had a bunch of stuff that wasn't in it. So I went ahead and actually subscribed to my LT. It's a light version of it. Like there's no rendering software, and I think it's missing a few other features. But for Kerbal Space Program, it should be relatively good as long as I can get a bit more knowledge on transferring to Unity, because I'm having issues with that right now. Okay, so we need to slowly move our nose up. We're going to go up to 30 degrees. If we're lucky, that shouldn't be too bad. And I'm just going to turn Vessel off, because that's just getting annoying. I don't know why it's freaking out. Like in the last flight I did, it was relatively fine. Like no issues at all. It actually calculated everything great. But now it doesn't want to do it properly. And there's something different about my plane compared to the guy's video I looked at. With the guy's video I looked at, he had no issue with keeping the nose up to go to the required height. I'm probably going to have to watch it again. Okay, we're going to go down a little bit again. I just want to get above like 300. Like a fair amount. Which it's not going to really let me do. Which is kind of annoying. Okay. Now, we want to slowly start pitching up. I want to go over this way a little bit. Like it's trying to pull its nose up itself, but it doesn't want to. I think I might have got my center of lift wrong. Like just off by a little tiny bit compared to the guy's video. But he had some other mod that makes the center of lift ball like the same size as the center mass, while mine's just like a little tiny blip. What is this saying now? Yep, still freaking out. I don't understand that. Let's move you up here, see if that affects it. No. Still same issue. So when we get to about 85 to 900, we're going to pitch down and go to prograde. Well, not prograde, but we're going to go and aim towards that. Yeah, we'll do that now. Just so we can then get up to about 1200. Yeah, we want to bring this up so it's above the horizon. Come on. The speed will bring it above the horizon. Yeah, it's acting a bit different than it did in the first video. I think these might be causing an issue. Come on, you got the fuel. Yeah, it's slowly ticking up, and that is starting to move towards where it needs to be. Let's speed up time. As long as that keeps climbing, we should be fine. We still have plenty of fuel. We're almost below our oxidizer level. When that happens, then we'll be at even level for oxidizer and such. We'll probably burn towards minimus with the oxidizer, and then burn back with the. And I've not had the stage only work anymore. Has anyone else been able to get a stage only working? It seems to only show. It seems to be messed up now. For some reason, it only shows like. I don't know. It's been weird as of late. Like I can't actually see what's left in the stage. Okay, we're below our oxidizer now. Now we're just waiting to get to the point where we're above our liquid fuel. And we're going to have to pitch up soon. Come on. One over this way. It's a little bit further. Okay, so that part's going to start heating up. Let's bring up the heat. We're at... We still have a good area of heat resistance. Once we get to about... once this starts to show up in the heat, we'll go ahead and... Oh no, I can't hit that hotkey to show the heat skin temperature. we'll start tilting up. What's heating up? Ah, there we go. The nose is starting to heat up. Once that gets red, we'll tilt up. Why is that heating up? It's in a cargo bay. Weird. Okay. Now. So the thrust is starting to go down on that. We're going to start tilting up a little bit. Oh, stay down, stay down, stay down. Okay, so that, once it gets to, we're going to switch actually now. So we're now on the oxidizer level. So it's going to start using oxidizer for this. Once we get up to 70, if I did this well, we'll probably have about 200 delta V to circularize this orbit, which is not all that much in the grand scheme of things. Let's see, did that fix itself? It's saying about 2,000, so it's better. We're at 40, 2,000, 2,000. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's so weird. I'm just trying to figure out what would be causing that. Maybe it's because of the engines I put on. I don't know. We'll figure out later. Oh yeah, close intake. Even better. Means we're more aerodynamic. Yeah, we're actually at a worse delta V rate than we were before. Or the last video, or last time I flew. We're not terrible, but we're not that great. We probably still have about 1,500 delta V left. Bring that down. 77, 74. Yeah, 230 delta V. That's not too bad. Hell, we can actually, to conserve fuel, we're going to go and shut down that engine. And activate this one and this one. It only needs liquid fuel, I believe. We'll quick save just to be safe. But we should be able to just use those and be fine. Did I include life support on this thing? No, I did not. Okay, we're gonna have to go back. And oh, this is gonna be an issue actually. He's using 16.2 supplies per day. We need enough for 30 days. Okay, we're gonna have to alter this design to work in our save game. His was just a stock-ish save game. He had come on. He had what was it? Kerbal Engineer and Precise Node. So it's not gonna work for us. But what we're gonna do is, so we have this basic idea down, or I have the premise down now, I believe. So what we can do is move up to the Mark II. Is the Mark II the right option though? No, that's not the one I need. It's the Mark III I want to move up to. So what we're gonna do is then we're gonna switch to good fuel oxidizer, and then we need how big is that one? That one should do. And then I wish these were a bit shorter. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, center of mass, center of lift. It's relatively in the center. Okay, so what we want to do is we need to switch to a large engine. Turbofan. Yeah. Compact. So there's gonna be a lot of me just looking through the menus trying to find a equivalent engine. Because we need one that's that will work for this design. Monopropellant engines? What? No, I'm not stupid. That would be a horrible idea. Monopropellant engines currently are the bane of my existence. There's this one, but it gobbles up fuel like a mofo. Now, if I remember correctly, is there no mid-stage version? Okay, I don't think there is. So what is this? Scimitar. Let's see, there should be a option for... No, that's not big enough. That's too big. Actually, that might work. So, you want to... Oh, that's weird. Use that. Throw on... What is this? Next meeting was called license 105 stationary thrust. So this one has 465, 899. It is that's slimmer cousin. Scimitar, rapier. What's its slimmer? What's its slimmer cousin? Oh, I think the slimmer cousin is the actual. This might go terribly wrong, like it always does, but we'll have to see what happens. And they don't give me enough thrust. Okay, we're gonna have to say screw it and go for this. That still doesn't give me enough thrust. We are at 85 tons, so... Okay, so what we're gonna do is drop that. How much weight are we at now? So we still have a ton. What is going on? Get off there. Torch drive. Oh yeah, that's the nuclear engines. So we have 12,000 delta V. The other craft at about 20. We're at thrust to rate ratio of 87. So what we're gonna do? Big delta V wing. Now lift to. This might go horribly wrong, which sucks. I hate when it goes horribly wrong. What we're gonna do is actually we're gonna throw. Oh yeah, we need friggin' intake air. Let's pop this off. Pop that on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Pop you off. Pop that on. Okay. So we want to throw. Shit. What's a nice small liquid fuel? I don't want those though, they're too damn big. The size of these engines are too damn large. Why are you all fucking janked? Maybe? Possibly? And now we need to slim down. No, that's not what we need to do. Yeah, it is, but... And then we want... Bring this over. Yeah, this might work out, or it could go terribly wrong. One or the other. Let's see. If it doesn't work, then I will quickly throw something else together, and we will take a ride to with a normal, traditional plane. Okay, we want to keep this as close to that as possible. Now, we need to put on elevons. Now, if only they wanted to fit on correct. There we go. Excuse me, just had to sneeze. And then we want to put... This is the big elevon too. That's the one I just put on, isn't it? Yeah, I think we just need those ones. And then we need also control surface on the top. You will only do yaw, and you guys will only do pitch and roll. And that means we need to bring, come on, bring you forward, which means the Kerbal is not coming out. Okay, where's the cargo bay? That's not good. Is there a deploy limit? Okay, good. I knew there was some way to stop that from happening. So happy about that. Okay, so we need to put this in here along with what do we need out there? Okay, we're gonna quickly save this. Restalker 2. Save. Exit. We probably need a few things out there, but what do we direly need right now? So we have a construction bay, or construction up. So we have access to minerals, substrate, and all that. Get out of my way. We actually need storage for metals and chemicals and all that. That's what we need. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Our fertilizer going up, our supplies are going up, our mulch is going down. So yeah, we need to get storage for metals and chemicals and such. So back to Space Center. So what we're going to do is go into the VAB and design a craft. So we're going to need, starting off with a probe core. Oh, no, in here. Then we have this subassembly. We'll put some mulch in it because we're going to need more mulch no matter what. And then we want another logistics bay. Let's gotta figure out where that is. What else do we need? I think it's just the logistics bay that we need. Logistics, there it is. So another one of those. We're actually gonna clip those into each other. Let's actually launch and double check that that works properly, because we don't want to get it out there and find, oh, we inflate it, everything blows up. I hope it doesn't, because this looks actually pretty cool. Retract. Oh, that works pretty well. So we're going to be bringing out metals and chemicals and all that storage. That's next cargo. Chemicals, polymers, and metals. Oh yeah, this doesn't allow for water. Oh wait, I already have storage for water, don't I? Metal? No, that's all I need. Yeah, that's all I need. What else can we bring out that we could use? We're going to need a flexo tube. I know that. At least one. And then there's probably a few things we can just bring out that would be bonus. Oh yeah, I should actually put, or no, electric charge, 430. Ah yeah, that should be enough actually, screw it. And then, we already have an agriculture module. Inflatable workshop, we already have that. Sifter, I'm not even going to bother with that because it never works out. I don't even know if I'm doing that wrong maybe, or it doesn't really explain it to me and it gets frustrating. What we are going to do though is I want to try out this damn sky crane. Where, there it is. It has 1,000 electric charge. Extend engines, decent. And then we will put Robomax on top. That's more than enough fuel. I haven't got to try this yet, so it's going to be interesting to see. I've been meaning to, because you saw all the prior videos, everyone has, of me trying to land with a pre-designed craft, and Rover Dude has this perfect freaking design to do it for you. So we want to then create, oh no, we need a node. No. So this is now the attachment point. If you're ever trying to do sub-assemblies, I don't know if I said in a prior video, you need to pick a correct attachment point. Metal, chems, and poly. Donut lander. I don't know why, but I just call them donuts. Exit. Don't save. So that is... Oh no, I should try and actually... Yeah, I'm going to go back into there. There's some more things I want to add to it. Because right now I don't have... what does the workshop do? The workshop makes material kits. I need more smelters. That's what I need. That's... I always remember what I need to do as soon as I leave the area. I don't need crushmatics, which I already have fertilizer coming in at a high enough rate. What I need is smelters. Just a few. They're going to take a lot of my delta V, but that doesn't matter. How much does this thing weigh currently? 12,000 tons, or 12 tons. Now, we want to go ahead and delete this one. And re-put it in. Metal, chems, and poly. Let's use the symbol for and poly. Donut. And that means we have that and that and that. Okay, exit. So that means we can attach it to it, and hopefully we can get this thing to orbit. If need be, I'll set up a small craft to refuel it, just for shits and giggles. I just want to be able to use space planes in some caliber, because they are an interesting craft. It's just they're so far out of my grasp. I just can never understand how they're used. And this thing, whoa, that is not what I meant to load. That looks cool as shit though. What is that what I think it is? Oh, that's interesting. I never thought to do that. So it's a single stage to orbit with droppable fuel tanks to give you liquid fuel. That is actually kind of interesting. So what this thing does, it has these fuel tanks on the side, which are 150 fuel, which should be enough to get you to orbit. And then it has a ton of liquid oxidizer and such. Yeah, let's see what happens if I remove these engines. Yeah, so it has a ton of liquid fuel and oxidizer. Like 1400. It's enough to get to Minimus on the moon. That one's interesting. That would be worth looking into for inspiration. I just hope this fits in here, because if it doesn't, I'm not going to be pleased, because it means I have to redesign again. Does it fit in there? Oh, shit. It almost fits. It's so friggin' close. Do we have like a small friggin' option? I wish there was like a half option just to extend it a little bit. Actually, it's so little. Okay, let's try something first. Because we can maybe brace it or some shit. But instead of redesigning the inside, we can just throw a tiny little fucking decoupler in here. Yeah, that's a lot tinier. So now we want to zoom back in. If we're lucky. Oh, I can just retract the wheels. So damn close. Snug as a bug in a friggin' rug. Oh, snug as fuck. Okay. What? How did I get 1400? 1600, 1200. Okay, so we're gonna throw 2 more engines on the side. This is 305. This is 320. So we'll throw 2 more liquid fuel or liquid fuel engines. Yeah, liquid fuel, just to bring us out there. Which should they don't bring us out very much. They 4,000 liquid fuel, 9,000. I don't understand what these 2 levels mean. I assume one is at a lower altitude. Oh no, at Mach. So they're less efficient at a higher altitude. These ones are at 4,000 newtons, or no. So that's only calculating that level. What we'll do is we're gonna throw on some really low. No, that's not the right engine. These on here, just for fun. Okay, we want to now do our. Oh yeah, we need solar panels actually. Solar panels and also just for shits and giggles right there. Okay. This should have enough electric charge for its whole journey. It is there and 30 in there and another 400 there, so 1430, which if we go right over our target, pop that out, we're fine. What I might want to do actually is to facilitate that, put on a little bit of RCS plus RCS block. Yeah, no, fuck it. We'll put 2 on the front and 2 on the back because we have only 100 monopropellant, but that should be enough to facilitate pushing anything out of the way. Like we can go down to let that come out without having to move it. Most likely that is going to cause issues. Force percentage. We're going to freaking disable staging. No crossfeed between that, so let's see if this closes properly. Yeah, that closes properly. And then we need landing gear. I almost forgot about you. We'll put... This is probably going to fail terribly. I just feel like it's gonna. I can't be sure, but we'll see. If I get this to orbit, then I'm most likely going to end the video there, refuel it, and then the next episode will be this thing flying to its journey, or to its target. Now, what am I looking for? Oh yeah, the landing gear right there. Now, where's the center mass, center left? We're relatively in the center still. So we're going to put that right there. And then we're going to put another one right here. No. Which ones are they? Medium landing gears. If we're lucky, we'll be able to bring this puppy back and use it. Well, not use it again, but just feel good about ourselves for actually getting one of these things. Well, I'll feel good about ourselves. You guys will be me about it. But I'll just be happy that I was able to do it. Oh yeah, I forgot about this liquid fuel. Meaning we can throw another Decent. I was worried we were going to be low on fuel, but that means we have a ton now. We're a little bit behind that. Okay. So, you want that to activate engine? No, no, not on stage. That to activate engine? No, toggle engine. That to toggle these engines? No, not toggle gimbal. Toggle engine. And then, no, we want that to switch mode. And then this to toggle these engines. And then 4 to extend panels. Those panels should be enough for our journey. If not, then we're screwed. But I think I feel good about this design, but I don't know. I'm not very good with space planes, as I've said in very many other episodes, but watching those videos, I felt like I gained a little bit more grasp on it. Like the whole idea of the lever action with the back wheels. I was putting mine at the very far end of the plane, so when you're on the runway, I'm trying to lift up, so it's trying to shift at the center of mass, causing the plane to go like this, while moving that forward means the plane goes like this. It's like give you a big enough lever and you can lift the world kind of shit. But okay, so we got those set up, these set up, those. Where's this engine? This engine, we do not want that in there. Okay, Restalker 2 is ready to launch. And launch. Let's see how this goes. And I think my webcam might be screwing up. In one of the ETT videos, the webcam got, I'd use the term janked. Activate engine. Like it was doing this weird over pixelation thing. So we have enough fuel for 17 minutes. Machinery is 400, metals and polymer 0 to 23. If we're lucky, we should be good. We have a ton of liquid air intake, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. If we're lucky, then I should be able to get off the runway, no problem. Yay! I did it! Look, ma, no hands. So we're gonna level ourselves out for a little while. We need to get ourselves above the horizon, though. No. Come on. There we go. Right at the horizon. Whoa, what are you doing? I don't understand. Okay, I think I might have that the little flappy thing. I think I might have it in the wrong direction. So let's see. Yeah, I have it in the wrong direction. So it's trying to do what it wants to do, and it's not letting it do. Okay, so there we go. Pitch and roll, save, launch. I guess I was thinking about it like normal tail fins. They kind of go backwards. This one is a front edge because it's not actually a tail fin. It's a friggin' aileron. Actually, maybe I should go and extend that out. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and extend that out because that just looks janked as shit. This might be another video where it goes past the hour point. I don't mind that. It's always nice to do a nice long video. I don't really know if you guys like that. Commentary on that would be great, but I like doing a nice long video. Like a lot of people, like CNanners likes to do like 3 minutes and a half, and I really like his videos, but they're just too damn short. And then Scott Manley does like 3 hours or 2 hour streams, and I love watching those, but I might be in a small percentile of the people. No, revert back to launch. Small percentile of people like to sit down and watch someone pretty much chatter on for about an hour or two. Activate engine. Oh, I'll do it manually. I forgot to hotkey these. Because if I remember correctly, having those open causes just more drag. And I don't know if I did hotkey that switch. Come on. You want to get off the runway. There we go. So, that the friggin' tail fin flap should be fine now. I hope. Once we hit about 350 or so, we will be pulling up and going up to 9,000 meters. Oh, and I just remembered, most likely for the stocking of this thing, I'm just going to go back to the planet, set up a logistics hub, and just pump it back up. If I had a mining operation on the planet, I could do it easily, but the issue is I don't have a mining operation, so I'm just going to, the fact I'm in sandbox mode, I can just fill it full of resources, no problem. But, it's a nice thing to have if you have Rover Dude's mod and all that. If you're bringing something big up into the atmosphere, you can then, or out of the atmosphere, you have the ability to just pump resources up to it. So setting up a base, people like think there's no point in setting a base up on Kerbin, which in most cases there's not. It's still difficult to get out, but you can then build stuff on the planet, like material kits, and then pump that up to a space station that then can use extraplanetary launch pads and start building up there instead of having to build on the planet. It's a small step to a giant leap. So yeah, we're making good time. We are, our time is going up on our engine, so that's good. We're at 900 thrust. You want to bring this up to 30. Come on. We should be fine. So right now we have enough lift to pull us up, and once we start getting up in the atmosphere, like this is going down kind of slowly. And the higher up we get, the better. I might need more wings on this though. If I remember correctly, the original, or the other design I was doing, he mentioned something about dividing weight by something or other, and I don't remember what it was. But that is something you need to think about for wing mass, where he said you needed at least 4 points of lift for that craft. I currently don't know how much lift this has, but I might need a bunch more compared to what I have currently. We're going to speed this up. We're going to go up to about 900 or 9,000, and then we're going to level out, get up to decent cruising altitude, and then pull up really far. We should have no problem with getting this to orbit, and if I'm lucky, I think we might be fine getting to the next planet, or to Minimus. We're falling back down, but the speed's ticking up slowly, so we're not in a terrible situation. Us falling back down means we have more time to pick up speed. Speed up time a little bit to increase this process, because the faster we go, the more air we're getting under our wings, means the better lift we have, meaning the, see, we're now ticking back up, and I haven't done anything. The nose is just slowly lifting, like hands off. I could probably just keep my hands up here and it'll be fine. Let's actually do that. See how well this craft functions. Oh, we're slowing down though. Actually, never mind, I'm not going to do that. We're going to go down a little bit and increase our speed. Like, these flights take a lot more time, but it's like efficiency or time. It's like both ends of it for flights. You know, they spend a lot of time doing a flight and get nowhere, or a lot of time doing a flight and make it into space efficiently, or do a quick thrust up to orbit, no problem. But this is a better method, from what I've heard. Like right now, we still have a ton of fuel left. Our thrust on our engines is going up. We're only using, where's that number? 6.34 of our total air intake, so we don't have to worry about this thing choking out. We're actually gonna start going down again with our nose, because the further down we go, the less time or more time it takes us to get out of the atmosphere, or pretty much the Goldilocks zone of this flight, and the more time we have to gain speed. And the faster we go, the more we pull up, so on and so forth. These parts actually have a heat tolerance of 2,500 meters, or 2,500 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit or whatever it is. So they can take a lot of heat, up to probably about a minute or so at, I don't, like 1,200 meters per second. After that, it starts getting too dangerous, and you have to pull up. Nice little view from the cockpit. I should really start using raster prop monitor. I did use it before, and what sucks is a lot of rover dudes, like the what is the name of that mod? The shoot, I know that the Caribou friggin' vehicle that has a lot of empty panel space, which I assume are for raster prop monitors, which, if you like to use them, they're actually very decent to use. There's a lot of mods integrated with them, such as ScanSats integrated in them. All of the stock options are integrated into them. What else? MechJab, Kerbal Engineer. There's like, I think like 7 or 8 buttons along the two sides of it. But we are starting to get quite a bit of speed. Come on. So let's start pitching up just a little bit. What are those burning up? Our solar panels are burning up. We do not want to lose those. That would be the one worst thing to lose. So this is, once this gets to about 100 thrust, we'll switch over. Okay, so we now switched over to that engine, and we're probably going to have to refuel because we are eating up fuel at a very high rate. Well, no, we should be fine actually. We're going to aim for the prograde. We're now at 41k. And we're actually at a very good speed. These engines will add an extra 40 impulse, which isn't a lot compared to this that's giving us the 720, but that brings us up to 800, which any bit helps. I would prefer to have just that little bit of extra thrust and not need it, instead of not have it need it. Actually, with the speed both are going up, we should be at a relatively good orbit by the time we get one might have to actually tilt us up a little bit, because we want to get the aposis up a fair bit more, because we are catching up on it. But really, we shouldn't have, like, we're almost around the full friggin' planet now. Our solar panels are starting to heat up again. Let's move back into the airstream, or into the prograde. Let's see. "86 meters per second is the amount of thrust we need to circularize this orbit." So I don't know if this is a better method or not, but we still have 1800 meters per second to get to the required location we need. And do we have like a ton of... No, those are the flaps controlling us. So those reaction control systems are going to be quite useful once we get into space. But we are up to 56 minutes now. So after we finish circularizing this orbit, I'm going to end the video here, and then we'll go ahead in the next video, getting this thing to minimus. We're actually going to try and we're just going to do it with the current fuel we have. Worst case scenario, we can actually transfer some from the site of minimus. Yeah, why do we still have so much control? I don't know what's controlling it for us. Are you like banging around in there or something? No. Like, do we not weigh a lot? 63 tons. Yeah, we should not be controlling this easily. So that main engine is shut off now. Let's actually wait till we get closer. Why do I smell skunk? Oh, the cats must have got sprayed. But yeah, we can just use these engines for the main bulk of this burn. And we're in orbit with probably a lot of fuel left. Yeah, we're using very little to do this whole burn. We're actually going to wait till we get to the next area to bring this up to the relatively the same level. And we're in a nice stable orbit, probably the best orbit I've had in a long time, 77. And we've done it with a space plane, something that has been the bane of my existence for the longest time. So watching those videos and just looking into the proper process of designing this crap, we have now, well, I have now figured out how to do it properly. And we are in orbit with how many supplies? We have enough supplies for a little while. We might have to actually... Yeah, I'm probably going to send up another craft and try and find a nice area to dock it on with a nice supply of supplies. I'll probably just slap it on with a hook somewhere. We'll just have to find a spot because I don't think 500 supplies. Right now they're eating 64. I can't do math right now. So 64.8 divided into 496. Let's just do 64 or 65 times 8. 0, 4, 8 times 6, 560. Yeah, we don't have enough supplies. Let's just say that. Oh, and it's right there. 7 days. So we're gonna need a lot more supplies. Maybe even bring up something to actually supply us with a slowdown of the amount of resources we're using. But yeah, we're going to do that. I'll do that between videos. Maybe in the next video I'll send something up with a traditional rocket. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We're just at the 59-minute mark. If you want to see future updates, I update Monday to Friday and sometimes Saturday. Well, lately it's been most Saturdays because I'm doing this war of mine on Saturdays. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike. I'd love to also get a comment from the dislikers. I'd love to have a bit of constructive criticism, or just tell me to fuck myself. I'm fine with that. If you want to see more of my updates, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I thank you for watching. I'm Keith Loki, and you have a good night.